What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed day. If you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping by. We're going to get right into this part 12 of the Saxon campaign here, Barbarian Invasion. Okay, we're going to deal with this rebel force here. They've been sitting outside my settlement for far too long. You have to die. And, of course, they retreat, but I should have enough movement range by the time I deal with this army to go back into the city. Do they have two generals? Yeah, they have two rebel generals. So... cool thing about Barbarian Invasion is that you can hire generals for your armies without them affecting your family tree, which also affects rebel armies. You can have multiple rebel generals in one rebel army and them not have a actual general face card. So something I like to do is use diplomats whenever I get a decent amount of income per turn to just disband rebel armies all across my faction, because that's just less fodder that I have to worry about dealing with. And also having rebel forces in your settlements decreases your income due to, what is it called, devastation, stuff like that. It's even worse if they're actually on your roads, because it stops your caravan trading. So I love to deal with rebel forces quickly. Disbanding them via diplomat is the quickest way if you have excess cash that you're not using. But with rebel generals being in the rebel armies, it increases the amount that it costs to disband them like insanely more. It's insane. So I'd rather just fight them and not spend that much money. All right, there we go. We'll move up with an army like this. Let's get it situated here. Perfect. We'll run our infantry forward. Something like that should be fine. Walk our cav forward. And we got our horse archers on the left flank here. Let's run them up. Okay, they are chasing my horse archers. Let's do a war cry with my mercenary golden band. Wait for that animation to finish. That way they get the full bonus. Now attack. Let's move our horse archers behind. That way we can hit them from the rear. They're going to do a skeleton formation. Looks like they are. Okay, so we're going to get plenty of kills with our archers in the center here. Let's fire on the rear. Okay, they decided to disband. We'll rush up while we still have the bonus there. I'll save my hearth for now. Okay, now that his Lombard archer's in the front, let's do a war cry. And then from there, charge forward. I'm going to bring my generals forward as well. That way I can kill some of his rebel generals. Booyah, charge them. There we go. Nice, we got a good break in there. Charge those spearmen. General charge them as well. Hopefully they break soon. They're wavering. There they go. General charge his general. Get my horse archers to come up and chase some of these routed units if possible. As soon as I'm able to kill his general, I should be fine. We'll halt with our golden band. Run up. Okay. Let's get our golden band up to do one final charge at the spearmen here. General should be dead any second here. Come on. Almost. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, charge the archers. War cry. And then charge the spearmen. Do not want to get my general in there. Okay, charge the other archers. Fire at the back of those spearmen. That should cause them to rout. And then we can finish them all. Nice. Golden Band just routed these archers. The whole rebel army should rout even if I'm unable to kill that secondary general. I think he already routed, to be honest. There we go. They're all routing. Let's turn fire at will off. And we can chase down the rest with our swords on those Sarmatians. Let's take our other general and rout these guys here. There we go. That was the victory. Nice stats there. That army was wiped. Now we have enough movement still to go back to the city. Or should I just keep on trucking and try to take out these other rebels? I'll just disband them. There's no general there. Should be cheap to disband. There's nothing we can retrain here in the city, unfortunately. Didn't lose any units to retrain. So let's just move our army over. We're recruiting another unit of spear levies, which should bring me back up in the green. And then I've got 4 units of horse here that I'm going to send over for this army. Something I'm going to plan on doing is, in order to take the Franks out completely without causing them to hoard, I have to take out all their family members. Or else, if I just wipe out their last settlement, they'll just respawn new family members and a whole entire, 2, 3, 4 stacks of horde units. So instead of having to deal with all of that, if I can get my assassin next turn to wipe out Rodolph and then besiege Campus Marcomanni, go in, kill his generals, and then retreat back, then it should wipe out the faction, turning the settlement rebel. We'll see. That's the plan. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, what is this building here? Okay, so the settlement that I have besieged here, Tarraco, I have it besieged, but they decided to sally out and attack. I guess they have a reinforcement army with them as well. They got 1 unit of Plumetarii, 2 units of Comitatenses, unit of Auxilia Patina. It's about the only strong units they have in the army. Okay, they got Mercenary Veteranii, pretty strong units. Other than that, the rest of the army is pretty trash. What's the reinforcement army? Okay, a couple strong units, good cav. We shouldn't have a problem. We have several strong units with a strong general here. Itelgus, only 1 command star, but has Bloody as a trait, which increases morale. What other traits or ancillaries do we have? Heroic Savior increases morale. So we got +2 morale to all of our troops. That should help. Let's fight this. I think his general gets 5 command stars, though. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe a trait for defending. Okay, I got my army set up like so. I'll have my cav on the right flank. Okay, they did not post up on the hill. Okay, now that my archers are up on the hill, I have plenty of more range to hit these guys from a further distance. I'm not going to rush them just yet because I want to give time for the garrison to meet up with the primary army. And if I'm able to wipe the garrison completely, then I should be able to take the city without sieging it. Although, if he continues to run his primary army right up in my face, my archers will completely wipe it out. Let's turn it off fire at will. Actually, let's just fire. The garrison army, being strong enough by itself, might have enough morale so that if I wipe out this primary army, they might not retreat. I do want to test this out, though, while I'm thinking of it. There we go. When they do waver and retreat, they turn their backs to me, allowing them to get hit a lot better by the missiles. There we go. Good turnout there. Able to wipe those Comitatenses. There goes his warlord. There we go. Destroyed. Get them back in line. I don't want any friendly fire. There we go. Everybody's back in line. He's got some cav coming over. The Moorish mercenaries. Don't know what he's going to do with them. He's got 2 units of them. What are these guys? Veterati cav. Let's bring my spears over. I'm going to try to charge those Moorish mercenaries. Spears against them should do really well. And they got 1 unit over here. They actually got 3 units of Moorish mercenaries. Interesting. Okay, so they're going to charge in now. War cry, war cry. Charge. There we go. We got that war cry. Go off of shield wall. Charge. Charge the Plumetarii. There we go. Everybody's charging in now.
The enemy warlord shows his worth.
Okay.
Any of our warriors
Let's do a war cry. Let's go up. You guys charge the Auxilia Platina. You guys charge the Mercenary Veterani. Let's get 2 units. Actually, let's get 3 units of these guys up like so. Let's turn these 3 off of shield wall. Charge here. You guys charge here. You guys charge forward. Hit the archers. Do another war cry, chosen axemen. And we're going to rush these guys. Limitanye. Got to get rushed. There we go. Flank them. Get here. Now you guys turn around and hit them. Alright, let's see. What do we got over here? Federati infantry. Okay, my general's in position. Charge forward. I didn't even realize my cav got hit. Okay. Guys, flank out. Hit these men. Oh, that's mine. What am I doing? Okay, fair enough. I think they're all wiped. Okay, well, fair enough. Alright, charge in. Move out of the way. Let's reinforce. My warlord in there as well. Where can I bring him? Bring him behind. Okay, now I got the rest of my cav. Let's just charge everybody. Now, as far as his general goes, I think his general escaped. So he'll still be in the city's garrison, unfortunately. We'll still have to do the siege, looks like. Alright, let's swoop in from behind. There goes the mass rout. Now we have it. Nice. We're still going to have to do the siege because his general retreated. Coward. There we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Let's go. Candidate for adoption by Telgus. Confident commander, good ambusher, positive pagan, Bava. He looks cool. Let's see. Telgus, where is he? Right here. I don't know about it. I probably won't do it. And to give him a chance to have some more legitimate children. Although I really like the way that guy looks. Cool. Good stats. Sorry, brother. Nice. We got 2 admirals. This guy got an admiral. This guy got an admiral. Nice. Or not an admiral. 2 ancillaries for the admirals. Let's get rid of these Roman ships. Boom, baby. Nice. Frey Wine does not have the plague anymore. Perfect. Move him back in the city. Retrain him up. And that will complete the army. Let's not hire another boat just yet. Let's hire a levy. At least 1 levy. That should be good. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. We have plenty of levy already. Where should we go from here? Should we besiege Aquinicum or go straight up to Campus Quadi? Probably Campus Quadi, I would assume. We don't have a spy, do we? Can we even make it in one go? All right, so I have a spy in Campus Marcomanni. I can move it down to Campus Quadi, but by doing so, I would leave Campus Marcomanni without a spy. I think I have an idea. Let's leave the mercenaries here. Let's leave them outside the city. Let's send our assassin to try to kill this guy again. Couldn't kill him again. So then let's send the horses over. Bring our general in. Should I join anything from here up? Maybe the horse archers. Let's bring the horse archers. Bring the rest of the troops behind. All right, so I'm going to forget about the spy and just go and besiege Campus Quadi here. Let's do that. Good, we didn't get ambushed. Okay, let's bring the whole army. Just like so. Now we put our levies back in the town. What are we looking like here? Bring the tax rate down. Nice, we're in the green. Perfect. All right, now we've got Campus Quadi besieged. We'll take that next turn. Couldn't get the kill with the assassin here, but if I can take my main army and kill every family member in Campus Marcomanni, retreat back, hopefully Rodolph comes to aid and they attack us, then I can kill him too. Killing every family member should take out the faction, denying them the option or the opportunity to go horde. All right, let's see if I can take Adnidextrius and a couple units of Saxon Hearth. Let's try to wipe out this rebel force. What do they got? Okay, cool. Spears against my Hearth. And my Hearth are highly upgraded, so they should be good. As you see it, folks, the game crashed again. That's why I always quick save before I do almost any kind of military action. So now let's try to do this again. So by taking 2 Hearth instead of multiple Hearth, we'll do 2 things. It'll cause them not to retreat when I attack them. Like they're going to face me right here. Yep. And the second thing it'll do is, since they outnumber me by me having less, then that should mean that by being outnumbered, I'm more likely to get a positive trait for my general or ancillary when it comes to military traits and stuff. I don't know where exactly they're posted up. Let's bring our men right here. Perfect. Got my men lined up. I don't know exactly where they're at, but I'm set up a little bit better right now. Here they are, right in the edge of the forest. Okay, let's give my men time to rest. Okay, perfect. Let's line them up again. I don't know if any of them have Pila. I suspect they don't, because I've not had any Pila shots left yet. Maybe they have a couple with the other Saxon levies. Let's keep them in shield wall just to be safe. Okay, those are spear phalanx instead of levy or Pila. Let's take these guys off of shield wall then. Okay, charge. Okay, now bring my general up. Just like so. There we go. Now I want to charge his general. So let's do this, and then we'll blow the trumpet last second. There we go. My general's in the back there. These are Roman. Okay, that's a Roman general. Looks like an Eastern Roman general. Interesting. It's different. Looks like a Eastern Roman general. Fair enough. He has one more unit of spears in the back here. Looks like my men are doing fine against his. His general is almost wiped. The general himself is dead already. Let's fast forward this. There we go. He routed. What should we do here? Let's get my general up. Try to get a good rear shot. Okay, so he moves his spears over. Okay, then we charge now. Just like so. Let's blow the trumpet. I want to keep him alive. Nice. Everybody routed from that. Sweet. All right, well, I'm going to route these guys and I'll be back. There we go. Nice. Take that. Man of the hour. So what? Who's wanting to... Okay, so someone's offering to adopt him. Confident, sharp, trader, understanding of natural philosophy, confident commander, ambidextrous. I don't really want to recruit him into the family, to be honest. I just want to keep him as a general. All right, we will bring him back into the city to retrain the hearth. We'll bring the archers down to join him, retrain them as well. Bring all 4 units of horses down, retrain them, and his army will be finished. Let's finish recruiting a couple more units of horses from here. Then we can send them to reinforce Marcuii. Speaking of Marcuii, let's go ahead and attack Londinium. A little small reinforcing army. We're going to go mercenaries on this one. We'll bring all my hearth into a group. Go shield wall with them. I'll bring my noble cav to join up with my commander, as well as the Grail Knights for reinforcement. 4 units of archers I'll bring up as well. Put them in the front, actually. We'll do something like that. Just like so. Alright. I don't know why I thought I needed all 4 rams. He has no garrison at all. Alright, the gate's broken. Let's get these mercenary Veteranii in, and we'll bring the general and his horsemen behind. Should be the only thing we'll need for this battle. Okay, we got our Veteranii up here, looking all sick, ready for battle. I'm going to bring them up like so, just like this. I'll run them up so they can get in position. I'll let them throw all their javs while they're in position. I'll run all my cav up. I'm going to bring them out of shield wall and attack, and bring my cav to hit them from behind. There we go. Nice, we were able to take out the warlord. We've got them sandwiched. Nice. That'll do the trick. Let's go. Minimal casualties. I guess his reinforcement army was 1 space away too far to reinforce. Oh, nice. Let's go! We won the Saxon campaign. course, I'm going to continue to keep playing. We're not going to stop at 30% of the map. We're going to take over the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Ah! Taste Saxon steel. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to continue playing. I'm going to exterminate, of course. I accidentally forgot to on my Franks campaign. Let's do the 100 men haul. I want to be able to retrain a strong army here. Or should we go for shipwright? My Saxon hearth are full. Oh, but I will need to... Yeah, I'm going to build a 100 men haul because once I take you Ibericum, the Romano-British will spawn. So I'll need the capabilities to retrain my Saxon hearth to prepare for that. Let's retrain my Grail Knights just to give them a weapon or armor upgrade. Looks like it's just going to be a weapon upgrade. Temple to Mithras, +2 to experience. Jack the tax rate up. We'll recruit a unit of levy. Let's increase the spies proficiency here. Nice, we got it. Move them into the city. We were able to retrain up this ship, or this navy. He doesn't have a ancillary or trait yet, but we will continue to move up. This Celtic fleet does have a army attached, so I'm going to continue to push it. Hopefully we can drain them all right now, sink them. Oh, are you serious? If I would have left my ships there, I could have easily wiped them out. Dang it! If they land, that's going to suck. Okay, let's bring Kunrad over to Salamantica. And finally, time to take Turako. What is their population here? 17,000. Yeah, we'll exterminate them. Oh yeah, they don't have nothing. So here's another interesting fact. If you auto-resolve any battle that's a siege, for some reason it actually harms the buildings. It really damages buildings inside the city, which will cost a ton of money to repair. So when you siege, especially large cities, it's way better off on your income, on your money, to just manually fight the battle. I'm going to do this just for the sole purpose of showing you what I mean. So if I auto-resolve this battle, clear victory, obviously, and I'm going to exterminate. All right, so look at this. 25% damage to the army barracks, 78% damage to Hippodrome, 50% damage to the large stone walls. So yeah, I expect there to be damage on the walls, of course, because I had saps. But yeah, the army barracks and the Hippodrome taking damage like that. And look at this. It's going to cost $2,400 to repair the Hippodrome, $800 to repair the barracks, and of course, $1,000 for the walls. But I could have avoided over $3,000 in money if I would have just manually fought that battle. But for the sole purpose of showing you guys, I just decided to auto-resolve so you could have a demonstration. So yeah, large cities, don't auto-resolve your battles unless you have to. Okay, we're definitely going to go for a ship right here. That would give me from 1,500 to 2,300 projected income. That's a no-brainer. We'll do that first thing. And once we repair the barracks, we can train up a Saxon levy. So yeah, just by auto-resolving, that's also going to delay me one turn on having a levy for this city. But you know me, what am I going to do? I'm going to move the tax rate to low. What happens if I move my army out now? Let's move my spy over. Okay, we're still green. We're good. Perfect. Okay, then I'll leave the tax rate on high. And the next turn, I can hire one more Saxon levy. I'm just going to go ahead and move my army. No point in staying. Let's keep on moving. We'll move down to Carthago Nova. See if we can bust the gates open there. We'll leave those Saxon levies from my army in the city as a garrison. That'll allow us to keep on moving. Train up some Saxon levy for this army. Might as well have at least 2 units of spears. And then I'll train up one more levy from Augusta Vindelicorum, and then I can send one down for a garrison there. Nice. Well, we got Vitelgus here heading down to Carthago Nova. We got Kunrad here going over to Salamantica. And then we have our general up here, Makui. Just took Londinium. Probably take Ibericum next, and then prepare for the Romano-British emergent faction. And then, of course, we got more horsemen training up here to send across to help Marcui. And then over here in the east, we have Alfswind. Or hold on. Okay, we have Alfswind, and we have Herulfus as well in this army. We were able to finally get some horsemen in this army as well. And so we have Campus Marcomanni besieged. If we can take out all their family members without finishing the rest of their army, as well as Rodolph the Mad here, we should be able to destroy the faction, preventing them from spawning a horde once we take Campus Marcomanni. So then we have Wernick here, also in the east, about to take Campus Quadi. Large army here. We'll be pushing further eastward. Then we've got our boy here, Atgendestrius, we were able to wipe out that rebel army, and now we're finishing the training of this army to send across east as well. That will give us 3 armies, bare minimum, heading east. We'll train up another army for Herulfus as well. We'll send him back to the capital. That'll be 4 armies pushing east. And then finally, our faction heir, Freywine here. We're retraining the army here. We'll be heading out next turn, coming down to Tarentum. Let's get our spy in there while we're thinking of it. And once we take this, we'll probably head over to Syracuse, start making our way to Carthage, as well as once we take Spain, moving these 2 armies down to assist. That's where we're at right now, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed this part. If you have, there's a recommended campaign video below, as well as Rome Total War advice. More campaigns in the playlist. But I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.